Yeah, kind of thoughts overall on the scrimmage. I thought at the beginning, we were a little unsettled offensively. Obviously, it was not a good way to start. I think we had 12 people on the field on defense the first play and fumbled on offense. So it was kind of the Keystone Cops the first play, and that's why you have scrimmages, is for guys to get those things worked out. And so that was a lousy way to start. But then I think, I thought offensively we settled in. I thought defensively those guys were ready to play. They had a lot of intensity. I was really proud of the defense and their intensity that they had early. And those guys were flying around. It was physical. And then I thought the offense settled in and started making some plays. And I think when you sit down and you look at it, I think that's kind of what this team is right now, 7 practices in. We're kind of an explosive team offensively that executes decent from time to time. It's a little bit mistake prone, and that's why you have a scrimmage now. And it was good for us. We'll get a ton of work done. It's good for our quarterbacks to be in those live situations. We got to continue to have practices with officials as much as possible, just to kind of get the little details ironed out. So for scrimmage as early as we're having in fall camp, I thought it went reasonably well. Obviously the false start penalties were the biggest concern. I mean, we're going to be a team that doesn't have many of those. We'll get that worked out. Obviously we have work to do in that regard, but we will get that fixed quickly. And we missed some tackles. Defensively we got to do a better job of tackling. But overall, I was pretty pleased. Like I said, I think we are have an opportunity to be an explosive football team. I think that's an encouraging thing. I mean, I think our backs can make plays. I think some receivers can make plays. I think our quarterbacks can make throws. I think defensively we can get a pass rush. I think our linebackers can run and hit people in space, and I think we're physical on the back end. So, it's encouraging in a lot of ways, but as we all know, we have miles and miles to go. It's a good thing we didn't play today.
How much of the false starts do you think can be attributed to the fact that Tagaloa wasn't in and Fairley was back at right tackle?
Well, really, what we do some stuff defensively that gives us some fits. We are constantly moving our line and shifting, and I think that that has an impact on a lot of false starts. And it's just a matter of getting settled in. Those guys getting used to it, and we've handled it in practice. And that's why you put guys in situations like this, is because when it's live, for whatever reason, the mindset changes a little bit, and our guys have got to learn to practice, to play the same way that they practice. They don't need to do anything more than just go out and execute and do what they do every day in practice.
Triggs and Harper didn't play?
Yeah, those guys didn't go. They were both in a review session studying for a test.
Okay.
So
Tagaloa
probably could have. I mean, if it was a game, he would have played. We just wanted to hold him out. Trying to think if there's anybody else that was.
Todd Barr?
Trying to think. Todd, yeah, probably same thing, could have played.
What is it with him?
He's got just a little tiny minor deal. It's not any big deal. I mean, I would think he would practice tomorrow. We just decided to hold him out today.
How much longer would you have gone if you hadn't had the injury?
We were going to go ones-on-ones, try to see if they could put a drive together. Probably 1 or 2 more series. With the ones, and maybe 1 or 2 more series with the twos. Our thoughts coming in were right around 100 plays. I think got close to 90.
And the quarterback situation, what did you learn from that today?
It was good. As I said, it was it was a good experience for those guys. I mean, that's the big thing. As far as learning something, I don't know. We've got to go and look at that. But I thought, I thought guys made good throws at times. I thought we were sharp at times, and obviously our game management's got to improve. I mean, there was some issues getting plays in and getting guys lined up, and we had some substitution issues defensively that we got to get handled. But it was the stuff you expect for the first scrimmage this early in camp.
For those of us who came down from upstairs and missed the beginning, what's the update with Sebastian?
Basically, had an injury. We don't have any idea of the severity of it, and as soon as we know something, we'll put out a statement.
Was he unconscious?
I don't really want to say anything. I just don't want to speculate.
McCain out there at the jump ball receiver spot. When did that come about?
Yeah, it's something we're playing with. I mean, he's a big guy, and we'll see if he can jump and catch a football. I think he maybe can. If he can, and it may be a role for him on offense.
And he caught it once out of 2 shots, didn't he?
Yeah, he got interfered with the first time and caught the second one. So, I mean, maybe something we see again.
Do you think some of the sloppiness on offense can be attributed to Triggs and Harper sitting out? It seems like two real key players this year.
I don't know about that as much as just, I think it was overall jitters. And really, honestly, I think it was more, I don't know our numbers or anything. I don't know what our completion percentage was or drops or any of that kind of thing. But I think it was just more of an issue of getting settled in. And I think that's why we'll do this again on Saturday and probably again another time. And we obviously have to get ready, put these guys in game situations, and we'll probably do a little bit more live things in practice just to stress them a little bit, because I think it was clear to us that we've got to grow in some ways, and the good thing is we've got a lot of time to fix it.
Andrew had a good day today. Any chance that he gets back?
We'll see. We'll go look at the tape, and if we think he worked his way back in, then certainly we'll talk about it. And, one thing we do every day, we rank all our players. I mean, it's what we do, and we talk about it all the time. I mean, you're really as good as your last practice, as good as your last day. So, if we thought he performed exceptionally, then certainly he could open the door back up again.
Is anyone that surprised you today?
Well, it was good to see. The backs. I haven't seen those guys get tackled, and so the funny thing about running backs, you don't ever know how good they are until somebody has to tackle them. They look good, and some other guys run pretty and look like they're fast and all that, but playing running back's about making yards, and you figure out who can make yards when you have to tackle them. So, I thought our guys did some good things. Defensively, Jalen Jefferson continues to be a guy that just stands out. Hardy Nickerson, I think, is another one that continues to make plays, play after play after play. We held out McClure today. We wanted to give him a little bit of a break, so we held him out from the scrimmage today as well. So, there'll be times where we continue to do that. But again, I thought defensively, we did a lot of good things, particularly early in the scrimmage.
What do you think of Bigelow in his first live action?
Looked a little rusty at times. He was he was a lot like the rest of the offense. Pretty impressive at times, and a little bit probably too revved up at times. And so he'll just get settled in. The more carries he gets, the more comfortable he'll get. And he's one of those guys who wants to score an 80-yard touchdown every play. And sometimes you got to make the nasty 2 or 3 yards, and that's part of the process of getting comfortable again.
What about the tempo? Is it where you liked it, or?
I thought it was actually really good. I thought it was good. Yeah, I think I thought our defense was stressed because of the tempo of the offense at times, and I think it was good for both of us. I thought, we got caught a couple of times on substitution things, and again, we'll have an opportunity to talk about that and learn from it on tape. So it was overall, I thought it was about what you would expect.
How much did you address what happened to Avery with your team?
Not much, because we just don't know much. We just.
Did they seem real upset about it, or how were they?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think they were. Yeah, I think anytime that anytime they had to drive an ambulance on your field, I mean, it's always guys get concerned.